Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Of course, this is a Bethune DB25 moonphase Starry Sky, but a couple things I want to note about this. The long-running model, it was introduced in 2010. This example was made later and it features some mechanical upgrades, but this also is a pre-owned watch, which means it has been serviced. It is in some ways a running collection of Bethune's upgrade to the model as a whole, so it features some non-standard elements. We'll talk about that in a moment. So a more modern version of the 44mm DB25 moonphase is the same size as the original, in gray gold, which is white that's white all the way through and requires no rhodium plating. 44 in diameter, 12.8 millimeters thick, 51 from lug to lug. There's a 24 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Throwing it on the wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. I should mention there is a 40 millimeter version of this watch too, if the 44 is too large. And the somewhat similar DB25 Starry Varius can be had in 42 millimeters, so you've got some size options. Down the barrel, you can see the watch does fit on my 16 centimeter wrist, but I do think if your wrist were any smaller than mine, you'd want to go with one of the smaller DB25 variants. It is flat though, and under 13 millimeters thick with a sloped bezel. It should slide underneath a dress cuff. Being white gold, it's substantial. It's got a weight to it that the titanium Bethune watches do not. Medium blue, semi-gloss, large rectangular scale alligator leather. You can see we've got a monotone stitch, sheer cut and lacquered edge. We've got small round scale gator on the bottom, a high grade, more expensive way to make a strap. It seems like all the high-end brands these days are moving in this direction, double gator. And then a simple buckle, which is gray gold, 18 karat white all the way through, just like the watch. Bethune branded on the bottom, and 25 buckles, like 27 and 28 buckles, are designed to echo the design of the case, primarily the lugs. So here we don't have floating lugs, we have fixed lugs, and we have a more conventional buckle. The lugs do have a little bit of an evacuation, so they have almost a buttress-like look to them, with these little torpedo tips on the end, the ogival bullet caps being the one styling element that's endured on almost every design from Bethune since the 2002 DB1 chronograph, the first product. Not universally, but generally true. You can see there are quite a few circumferential character lines on the flank of the case. Then we have an unbranded crown that has both drilling and knurling, unbranded because that is tradition in watchmaking. Branded crowns are a relatively modern feature. At Bethune, the crowns have always been unbranded, out of respect to history. 30 meters water resistant, so splash and rain exposure only. Don't take it swimming, don't submerge it. The dial. This is where I really want to focus on what's different about this more modern version of the 25 moonphase. So on the original versions of this watch, we had a little pusher adjuster on the flank, and you'd use a pusher tool to correct the moonphase. Whereas on more modern versions of the watch, there's a quick set system built into the crown, and this watch has that, and I'll demonstrate. Now, because it has a moonphase that is spherical, 1/2 blued steel, 1/2 white palladium, you may wish to demonstrate the spherical moon to your friends. Well, it turns far too slowly to demonstrate in real time, but with a quick set, it's both easier to show off and easier to set. 1/2 is blued steel, the other half of the spherical moonphase is white palladium. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit shaky here. Now, it's a 122 years correction interval, so it's a perpetual calendar style moonphase like you'd find on a perpetual, one adjustment every 122 years. You can see we have these vaulted hands which have been rolled and cambered to fit over the spherical moon, and then the whole dial is first mirror polished out of 2 pieces of grade 5 titanium and then fired to achieve this deep blue color that is uniform across the dial. That's done with heat, that's done with oxygen, and that's done with correct timing. Taking a look, you see all these stars on the sky. I'll do my best to remove my fingerprints, but you can see all the stars on the sky are little inserts of white gold. So they're physical 3-dimensional gold, and you can probably see that best from this angle. We also have some of the constellations like Orion right here. Turning it all over. Now you can see why I say things are a little bit non-standard. So you clearly observe that there is not a silicon balance wheel here, but the watch would have originally been built with one. Back when the balance wheel was a combination of precious metal and silicon, this balance wheel is the latest Bethune patented balance wheel. Bethune has patented at least 10 balance wheels, always revising in the interests of reducing the impact of temperature change, aerodynamic drag on timing, and also trying to maximize the percentage of total mass in the rim. So here we have blued titanium and white gold masses. So this would have originally been made of a silicon and precious metal wheel that looks nothing like this. So de Bethune will upgrade these watches over time when they go back for service, unless you specifically request that they not be. That's why it boasts silicon balance wheel, but there is not one. So it features the more modern quickset moonphase system, and then it also features the more modern balance wheel, which was retrofitted during service. There's a power reserve indicator down at the bottom, and that is twin barrels, manually wound, 6 days of power reserve, so 144 hours. And then you can see those two barrels are also patented. They cannot accidentally be overwound. 90 turns fully winds the barrels, but if you go by 90 and you turn it 93, 94, 95, 100, it's not going to damage it. 4 hertz beat rate, the balance is patented. So is the curve of the hairspring, which is shaped manually. And so it breathes concentrically and keeps consistent time regardless of physical position or orientation. So gravity doesn't have the same impact on it does with a standard flat hairspring. It's more like an overcoil. But it's also thin and shock resistant like a flat hairspring. So we have the patented balance, the patented moonphase, the patented hairspring curve, the patented self-adjusting barrels, and the patented triple parachute shock protection system, where you have these 2 flanking steel shock protection springs supplementing the Inca block over the balance staff pivot. So it helps to prevent damage, but it also helps to improve chronometry, because many shocks to the watch can be taken up entirely by these flanking springs, and the balance staff pivot never gets displaced from its cup jewel, so it just keeps on keeping on at its normal rate. So it's there for both durability and chronometry. Now, we talk about specular finish, black polish, mirrored finish. This is what black polish is. From every angle, except the one reflective angle, it looks black, poly noir. Optically smooth, perfectly mirrored. At de Bethune, that's done by polishing against a wooden wheel covered with diamond paste. Now, you can see the entire balance bridge here has been mirrored, tapered, and rounded. Extraordinarily difficult to do. It takes 9 to 11 hours to finish that one part. Then the entire base plate cap is mirror polished. The entire barrel bridge cap is mirror polished. The entire flanking spring for the triple parachute, which is braced up the center of the barrel bridge, that is mirror polished. The base plate underneath, you can see, is media blast. And then we have a second bridge underneath the barrel bridge cap. And you can actually see the vestiges of that lower bridge, which includes complete coat de Bethune on its surface, but mostly covered. And then if you look at the edge, you can see how beautifully the bevels are executed, rounded, and mirrored, and that we have double stacked bevels on the edge of the bridge, because we have a barrel bridge cap and then a barrel bridge below that. And you can also see around the edges of the barrel bridge cap, it's been fully mirror anglage beveled. And then all screw heads are mirror finished. We have solarization on the barrel covers, and then if you look very closely at the ratchet wheel there, you could see that the teeth of the ratchet wheel are micro-beveled. In other words, de Bethune finishing is as good as anything in the business, but we're often distracted by the designs, which can be rather avant-garde. If you love everything de Bethune is in terms of quality and innovation, but you don't want something that is outrageous or extroverted like a DB28 or 27, this might be the ticket. DB25 Moonphase Starry Sky. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.